What's up, family? Another beautiful day. Giving thanks and praise to the Creator, whoever you may conceive Him or to be. For me, I'm just loving every minute. Just loving it, folks. Listen, this blog on Europe, doesn't fit well with me. Something is up. You got a blog on Europe. I'm going to put a clip on the blog on Europe that happened a couple of days ago. Doesn't sit well. Something is up. So I'm just telling you guys, prepare yourself, folks. Prepare yourself. Get one of these here. Look. Get one of these here solar power pack generator. It comes with all sorts of connections being here. Hang on. All the connections for your phones. It comes with a flashlight in the front and the solar power. Get one of these here, folks, from Amazon. Flashlight and all the cell phone connections being like all the cell phone right here, connected right here, solar power. Get one of these here, you're gonna need it, all right, folks. Anyway, check this out, folks. Hey, check it out.
They're now at 12:30. They're investigating the cause. They're working hard to get it back on. We've been speaking, Nina, just a short while ago to a colleague, a former colleague, by old-fashioned telephone. She's in Alicante in the south.
I'm piggybacking off of him.
She says her internet is down, the traffic lights are out.
Piggybacking off of him.
It's apocalyptic, she says. If you think of the problems caused at Heathrow by the outage from one substation just a few weeks ago, multiply that to national, maybe multinational level, you'll get a sense of the chaos that is ensuing now. On flights, we have no definitive word of what disruption there is. We know emergency generators at some Spanish airports at least have kicked in, but the advice this lunchtime, if you are flying to Spain or to Portugal, is to check with your operator.
Somebody get that granny, they out there in Spain tweaking the hell out, you feel me?
There's likely a cyber attack on Europe last night as major blackouts were reported across Europe, Spain, Portugal, France, and Belgium. Widespread disruptions to electricity, internet, mobile services, all plane travel, like all train travel, it's all been shut down. Everything came to a screeching halt. They're basically set into the Stone Age last night. These people have been talking about it all over threads and on Twitter. People are saying it's a cyber attack. There's no official word yet that it has been. They're just going to pretend like it was some kind of like fluke. But I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a cyber attack. It's like the entire country lost power all at once. How often does that happen? Anytime something like this happens, the government always plays down and acts like it was just some fluke in nature. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is definitely a cyber attack by some foreign country. Which brings me to my next point of it. Is this going to happen to the United States? Because I do my own research, and according to the research I've done, our grid is incredibly susceptible to some sort of outside foreign attack. There's only three main sections of the U.S. power grid: East, West, and Texas. And remember what happened when the Texas power grid went down a few years ago and everyone froze? Imagine that happened to the entire United States. That would be absolutely insane. This is totally a reality, something that really could actually happen.
So this is groundbreaking news that I have no idea why nobody's reporting on it. Why is nobody talking about all of the Europe nationwide power outages that are happening right now? This is spanning across Spain, this is spanning across Portugal, southern parts of France. It is a complete blackout in those nations. And this is according to the latest news and breaking headlines, and the report said the outage, described by experts as absolutely exceptional, was triggered by a rare atmospheric phenomenon causing significant oscillations in high voltage power lines. This led to the disconnection of Spain's grid from the broader European network, resulting in widespread power failures across the Iberian Peninsula. Madrid, Barcelona, Seville, all experiencing complete blackouts. You have thousands of people at the train stations unable to go anywhere because those have completely gone down. They are even being forced to use cash because no electronic payments are accessible right now.
Don't forget that I got the bell I said before. You got the CMEs, corona mass injections that come in from the sun, going to knock out the power. CMEs, corona mass injections, or you got solar flares coming from the sun to knock out the power. Prepare yourself, folks. I tell you guys before, go to Amazon and get solar power generators. Get solar power generators from Amazon. They're pretty reasonable. You can need them to run the fridge, to buy water, to get stuff done. Solar power generators from Amazon. All right, folks, hang on. Here we go again.
Now, transportation systems, metro lines and trains, traffic lights, everything has stopped functioning. There are even reports that airports have been disrupted with flight delays and passengers being stranded. Portugal is even facing similar challenges. The Lisbon Metro and other train services have been suspended, and mobile networks are experiencing significant limitations. They are even saying that cell service is coming down. What could this phenomenon that happened in the atmosphere, that's what they're reporting, what was that? To affect over 4 huge nations in the East. That's all we know for now. As soon as I get an update, I'll make sure I update you guys.
People better start paying attention and really see what's going on. You see, they've been talking about blackouts for a while now, probably for like a whole year. They like, I feel that a blackout is going to come. People
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
You see in different countries get hit with blackouts. If the entire world blackout, you got 72 hours before the whole society collapses. I'm talking about no phones, no bank, no internet, no food, no water, nothing. The money's worthless, stores going to be shut down, not working, hospitals gone. Everything you know that you thought you could do when you had power, you're not going to be able to do it. And people is not prepared for that. And I don't know why. They've been dropping hints.
Oh, yes.
Like they know
Something's going to happen. Yep.
And this is probably just the start of it. Today, Spain, France, Portugal, they all got a little taste of what it felt like with blackouts. Airports stopped, so it's no flying. Trains were stuck on the tracks. Hospitals were scrambling to get the backup generator started because people in the hospital, their life depends on having that electricity to work because some people is on oxygen and all that. And I would hope people know how to get around the area they're in because when that happened and GPS was gone, you better have a compass. 1 million people were cut off with no warning, no backup plan.
Hey, how many of y'all know how to use a compass? Hell no, none of y'all.
I got mine. I got before them.
Okay, I'm laughing at y'all. Look, man, compass ain't gonna get you nowhere.
I got it before them.
Don't worry about it.
Easiest part, y'all, it didn't just stop
compass
there. It went to Morocco too. But all I'm saying, y'all, is the grid is not invincible. People better wake up and prepare.
Europe just went dark. The Simpsons predicted today's massive blackouts. In a forgotten episode, Kent Brockman breaks the news. Europe has just lost all power. Entire countries offline. Everything falls apart. Phones lose all signals. Banks shut down ATMs without warning. Credit cards stop working instantly. The internet cuts off. Airports cancel every flight without explanation. Subways grind to a halt, trapping passengers in tunnels. Hospitals switch to backup generators, but some start failing. Supermarkets close as electronic payments collapse. People line up in the streets, desperate for cash, fuel, and food. Night falls and cities stay completely dark. Lisa digs through old archives and finds the truth. An experiment called Project Saturn, a plan to connect all of Europe's electricity into one massive grid. One tiny fault and the whole system was doomed to collapse. The Simpsons sit in darkness, the world outside dead quiet. On Lisa's laptop...
Hey, hold that thought on Project Saturn, right? Hold that.
Okay.
One final message blinks. Saturn reboot initiated.
Something massive went in front of the sun this morning, and of course, like usual, they're trying to hide it. And this whole thing, maybe we'll look farther into all of their scans and they find a whole bunch of footage where they're just straight up turning it off when weird things start happening. is actually ridiculous because while this stuff was going on, the shooting frequency at the same exact time was going insane. I mean, it's crazy. We have these solar flares and we have these auroras going crazy where no one ever sees them while these weird planetary bodies just fly around the sky. And before this super-minded try to tell me it's a lunar eclipse. Yeah, there is no lunar eclipse or partial lunar eclipse this April, and not until September, actually. I mean, beside that, do y'all really think that the moon is what's causing the sun and vice versa to eclipse? This was the sky map at the exact time it happened, and of course, the sun is nowhere near the moon. Like it wasn't April 28th, and y'all can see how fast the thing was moving. And apparently, when crazy things are going on, they are always cutting the feed on these certain cameras, just gone. Okay, we're gonna find out at some point, there is way more than just the sun and the moon in the sky. You see the sun over here, but you got that thing right in the sky. They call them the blue and the red Kachinas. See, 2 lens flares. And I almost wonder if these Kachinas are the nodes that people speak of, making them blank out their own equipment. And at some point, we gotta realize that everything they have told us and showed us is a complete lie. And we have no idea how things really work.
Did you guys sleep last night? Me neither. This is why.
Human residence. As I speak, it's high radiation.
Upgrades. We're getting upgraded.
Yep.
We're getting upgraded.
The so-called junk DNA being
Today is
upgraded.
April 28th, 2025. Here's your human residence update and daily energy report. Okay, reading you, as you can see,
Human residence.
Some high frequency 5D energy. And for today, we're definitely getting some high frequency energy, not quite this 5D high frequency energy.
Okay, folks,
we are getting
you can see the whole thing right here, look.
Frequencies coming in.
You can see the whole thing right here, folks.
And here's a close-up 24-hour view. As you can see, that's high frequency 5D energy. This
It's too long.
High frequency energy.
Is it over?
Just not quite
That's
as
too long, folks. So you can see the whole thing right here, look.
And space
Go to YouTube and watch the whole thing right there.
Nothing noteworthy, which is always a good thing.
All right,
But
folks.
we're still getting in high frequency.
Okay, family, you hear it. Stock up on your candles, your matches, your water. And don't forget, get one of these solar power charger pack, flashlight, and all the different attachments behind here. Right? There you go. Also, keep cash in your house at all times. Keep cash in your house at all times and stock my food stuff. I've been here for years. If a blackout happen here, folks, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not advocating violence, but stock up my weapons. Or if you can't get weapons, get wasp spray. Keep your house a spray in case somebody want to break your house. Spray in the face with wasp spray. I'm not advocating violence, but I'm advocating protection. Folks, sometimes folks, be aware, be knowledgeable, be informed, and stock up on your stuff. Peace out. Lots of love. Subscribe, share, leave a comment.